Okay, I've got, make sure my mic's working. I think we're good. Alright, I've got 880 in the account, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Going to play some 5 cent, 10 cent fixed limit hold'em. See how that goes. I'll just buy in for the full bankroll. It doesn't matter. Rotate and auto post. Okay. And limit hold'em is actually where I got my start playing poker. When I first started at Poker Stars, I was playing the 2 cent, 4 cent limit hold'em game. And my God, those players were bad. And so was I. I'm still bad. But this is at least 6 max, so the play should be decent. It looks like we have a guy with 8 cents here that's not going to be lasting too long. We got another guy that's sitting out. It's not good. That's worth a raise. Now, if I somehow get to the point where I'm losing like over $2 or $3, I'll probably go ahead and get up. I would hate to lose all of my little meager bankroll on this little 5 cent, 10 cent limit game. Oh wow, he folded. Can't believe he folded. He must have hated that ace. God, he played that hand bad. That's why sometimes you just gotta fire a bet out there and hey, maybe they'll fold. It's gonna call this time. I'll peel one off. It's worth seeing the turn card. Now I'm pretty much stuck in the hand. I could have raised there, bet out, but he might have me beat, but he doesn't. Nice. He could have been raising with a big ace there. That's why I didn't go nuts when the ace hit. Oh, I got top pair. Shit. Wish he would have bet. Well, I'm usually good. Okay, this is fun so far. I'm gonna look him up. I have a feeling. Oh shit. Top two. Okay, now we're three-handed. That's one of the cool things about limit. See, if you have a feeling, you can look somebody up. If you make a mistake, it doesn't cost you your stack. This guy's been real passive. Put a raise in. I like it. Don't like it as much. Check call. Yeah, paid off the king. Shit. Well, I had him beat on the turn at least. $8 guy still sitting out or what? Come on, dude. I hate to see this game breaking up. It's actually kind of fun. Such a different game. Oh God, look at these two jokers here. 63 cents and 59 cents. Think they might be playing out the rest of their account or what? Jesus. They're just going to be looking to get it in with something. Oh, I do have a gut shot. I think I could steal this pot right here. I should have been able to. What the hell is he calling me with? Oh, he had a 10. Shit, he was probably going to call again. Oh, dude, really? Pain in the ass, guy. It's difficult to switch from no limit to limit, though, because the main difference is you do not get the same applied odds you do in no limit. So these kind of hands like this, you know, obviously they're not going to hit very often, but when they do, you're trying to win a big pot in no limit. Well, in limit, the big pot might not, you know, come if you make your hand. So your implied odds aren't necessarily the same, like especially with your pocket pairs and whatnot. And in no limit, I'm calling a decent raise with a hand like pocket deuces, but in limit, I might just go ahead and muck a hand like pocket deuces. You know, depending on how many players are in and, you know, my position at the table. Wow. Things are heating up. Alright, I'll let it go. I about doubled this guy up so far. God damn, we we really gotta waste all that time on this dude? Good Lord. $0.50 buy-in. Jesus. I don't know if I can handle this. Wow, look at that shit. A lot of no-limit players look at limit like it's a joke, but you know, I mean, really, a lot of times on a good limit game, the average pot's bigger than a like, let's say you have a good in a casino, a good 4-8 game. A lot of times that average pot size is going to be much bigger than the average pot size on a 1-2 no limit. It's because there's more people in there playing poker. And in limit, the blinds are much more a part of the game. They're more likely to drive the action. In no limit, the blinds really don't drive the action that much. I think one of the things that no limit players dislike about limit is that, you know, they always think people are chasing or whatever, and they are, but you know, there's a lot of times when in limit holdem where it's correct for these guys to chase. So, and there's sometimes on limit holdem there's absolutely nothing you can do to make it a mistake for them to call for a draw. Whereas in limit, in a no limit, you can turn, you can take somebody that's curious and make them make a huge mistake. Limits a, you know, like a, it's an additive thing where you get somebody to make the same mistake over and over and over, and it adds up. Instead of trying to just make a guy make one big mistake. Not really into this game anymore. Although it continues to get some traffic. Probably going to make this my last orbit. But I'm not going to stop playing. I'm just going to move over to a no limit game. two pair. We got rivered. There's a real good chance I got the best hand. But one thing in limit is that the way the betting structure is with the big bet on the turn, a lot of times people wait till the turn to make their move. Like if somebody was holding two kings here, especially one of these two guys, they would wait to see if they could. This guy would wait to see if he could check raise this guy or this guy. This guy would wait to see if he could check raise this guy, but then on the turn they couldn't hold it anymore and they'd have to make a bet. This position, he may have bet the flop. I know he bet the flop with the queen. I'm going to check raise. Now if he's got a hand, it's going to scare the hell out of him. Unless he has a... Shit, I think he has it now. He might have a queen. Ah, shit. Now that was me getting fancy. I really thought he would have bet a queen on the flop, but I was wrong. How do you check a queen on that flop? I would always bet the queen on that flop. Because then if somebody's holding the king, they're probably not going to check raise you right away. And then if you feel kind of funny about it, you can come back and just check behind on the turn. Oh well, everybody plays different. And this guy has been pretty cautious so far, to put it nicely. Take a look at my timer. Okay. If you don't put it in now, what are you waiting for? Thank you. I was looking at my account the other day. I think I said I started with like 17, but I didn't. I started with like 27, I believe. Let me double check that. Let's see. Okay, I'm in a hand, sorry. think I've pretty much decided to go ahead and just play this out. Let's see. Here we go. Yep. Start this session. This is number 1 video. Start this session with 2754. So through several hours of playing now, I've managed to lose about 19 bucks. And a good portion of it was in one bad tilt session. Although I haven't had any like amazingly great sessions since I've been doing these videos. I used to have them every now and then. Most of the good action on this site happens at the like 10 cent, 25 cent level, as far as microstakes go anyway. That was a case where I flopped a pair of deuces and I was just going to bet once and then go into complete shutdown mode. Now here, if I'm the first one in the pot, I'm raising. If somebody else raises, I fold. Somebody else calls, I just call. I'm not going to get too involved in this little 17 center. And this is a situation where I feel like this has got to take the pot down. 10 cents into 17. I mean, it's got to work, right? Everybody checked every street. Everybody checked every street, and I'm on the button. That was just a case of not betting that card was going to be criminal. Limit hold'em is a good game for someone with a lower bankroll, provided they play well. Because your swings aren't quite as bad. Of course, that means your swings on the upside aren't quite as good either, but like playing this 5 cent, 10 cent game, it would be impossible for me to lose, say, $10 in a session. Or I don't know what the number would be, but Okay, here's a hand I ain't never getting away from. Nice, needed that one. There's a lot of concepts in limit that are different from no limit. Some are the same, but like in no limit, if I was, say, on the button and there's a big pot already made, and I had like a hand that I thought was pretty good, that I thought was like, I don't know, that I thought I was like, say, 80%, let's say 70% sure I was going to win the pot with my hand, and there was already a big pot made in the middle. Well, in limit hold'em, I'd probably go ahead and put another bet in position. But a lot of times in no limit hold'em, I wouldn't put that value bet in on the river, just because, especially against an aggressive opponent, just because I wouldn't want to reopen the pot, you know, for reopen the pot for a value bet when it could possibly cost me the pot if they raise, you know. In limit, it's a lot easier to make that value bet on the river. Where in no limit, you don't, you know, you're much more careful to reopen that pot. You know, a big pot for sure. Well, this guy's not going to like this if he has an ace, especially since he just lost his set. I mean, really, I think overall I find limit hold'em to be more enjoyable. You know, it's not always quite as interesting, but I find it to be more enjoyable just because you don't have to worry about, like, the other guy can't just shove all in. You know, I find it to be more of a chess match where, you know, each person's making subtle moves, and it's more of a build-up over multiple hands rather than just one big all-in move. And it's also more relaxing because you don't have to worry about having to put your entire stack at risk. Like, if you lose one pot, it's just one hand, you know. In no limit, you could play for, you know, 10 hours and make this huge stack, and then lose it all in one hand at the end of the night and leave with nothing. That doesn't happen in limit hold'em. Well, that's pretty nasty. Okay, let's see where our timer's at. Right. Get close to a half hour. This guy is so passive. I may make this my last orbit. I'm just going to check call this guy all the way. Got him. That was pretty gross. Okay, I'm out of this game. And look, I won. I think I won 30 cents. Let's take a look. Yep, 910. I started the session with 880. So that was a successful 6 max limit holdem 5 cent 10 cent session. Thanks for watching, and y'all be sure and check me out later. I'll probably be playing tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.